In 2024, the Wisconsin Timber Rattlers had one of the most successful seasons in team history. They made the playoffs for the first time since 2016, advanced to the Midwest League Championship Series for the first time since 2012, and gave their fans a lifetime of memories. Come along with us as we look back at the games that made the 2024 Wisconsin Timber Rattlers. The Timber Rattlers were playing the Great Lakes Loons in Dow Diamond over in Midland, Michigan in late August. The Rattlers already were in the playoffs. There wasn't a lot to play for during that late stage of the season, and there were not a lot of games left. Some teams might just cruise to the finish line, especially facing a ninth-inning deficit in a meaningless game. There was no cruise control setting for the Wisconsin Timber Rattlers, as they showed with this late rally to stun the Loons. The Timber Rattlers were coming into this game on a 4-game losing streak. They had lost the final 2 games of a home series with Peoria and the first 2 games of this series with the Loons, including a 12-inning loss the previous night in which the team went 3 for 24 with runners in scoring position. Great Lakes had won 5 games in a row. They were in 3rd place in the East and trailing a red-hot Dayton Dragons team by 4 games. The Loons were desperate for another win. Josh Timmerman was the starting pitcher for the Timber Rattlers, and he began the bottom of the first with a walk of Dylan Campbell before getting Josue DePaula on a 4-6-3 double play and Kyle Nevin looking. Jeremy Vargas started Wisconsin's rally in the second with an infield single and a stolen base. Then Taden Hall walked to set the table for Jesus Chirinos, who ripped a double to center to score both runners. Eduardo Fernandez singled to get Chirinos to third, and a balk by Peter Hubeck allowed Chirinos to score for a 3-0 lead. The Loons came back in the bottom of the third. Jesus Galiz started the inning with a double, and Timmerman hit the next 2 batters. Wisconsin was able to turn a double play on this soft grounder to Cooper Pratt at short, but a run scored. A walk to DePaula extended the inning. Nevin knocked in the second run of the inning for the Loons, and Wisconsin's lead was down to 1 run. The Rattlers had a chance to extend that advantage in the 4th with the bases loaded and 1 out, but Pratt grounded into a double play. In the 5th, Wisconsin had the bases loaded with 1 out again, but Hall struck out and Chirinos flew out to strand all 3 runners. The Loons pounced in their half of the 5th as Campbell walked with 1 out, and DePaula followed with a 2-run homer, and Great Lakes was up 4-3. Wisconsin had a chance in the 7th when Eduardo Garcia was hit by a pitch to start the frame and was standing on third with 2 outs. However, Vargas was out on a fine defensive play to end the inning. In the 8th, Hall walked as the leadoff batter. Eduardo Fernandez walked with 1 out, and Pratt walked with 2 outs to load the bases. The inning ended when Eduardo Garcia couldn't catch up to this 98-mile-an-hour heater on a 3-2 pitch from Cabrera. Still down by a run, Yadier Arianamos started the 9th with an infield single and a steal of second. Matt Wood walked, and a pass ball allowed both runners to move into scoring position. Hall stepped in with 1 out and a chance for another big late hit for the Timber Rattlers. He made the most of that chance. Aaron Runn, who had entered the game in the 8th, got the 9th, and he needed to finish this game. The Rattlers had used 4 relievers in the 12-inning loss the previous night, and this 1-run lead was runs to protect. He got the first 2 outs on grounders to Pratt at short. The Loons in that playoff battle in the East in the second half didn't have any quit. Campbell doubled. The Rattlers elected to walk DePaula and put the winning run on base with Nevin coming to the plate. And Runn closed out the game with style.
Runs 2-2 pitch. Got him swinging, and this ball game is over.
The loss by Great Lakes knocked them 5 games behind Dayton in the East Division playoffs, and they never recovered from this loss. The road victory for the Rattlers was one of 38 during the regular season, the most road victories for a Wisconsin team since the 2005 season. That's going to do it for the regular season games in this series. Next week, Game 1 of the playoffs at Quad Cities. Thank you for watching this video, and before you go, please give us a like and subscribe.